Welcome to Sistah's Place podcast. Happy New Year, everyone. We are kicking off 2020 with our author spotlight. I am your hostess, Latrice Carter, with Sistah's Place Entertainment and Inspiration magazine. Today, we have a very special guest. Her name is Kimberley B. Jones. She is a published author of children's books and recently branched out to novels. She is passionate about sharing her stories that have an impactful message. And on today's show, she will be talking about her latest release, Our Friendship Matters. Welcome to the show, Kimberley B. Jones. Hey, Kimberley.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Oh, you are so welcome. We are glad to have you on the show. So tell us about Our Friendship Matters and its release date.
In Our Friendship Matters, it's about these two girls in the middle of graduating from a St. Louis, Missouri private school and entering into adulthood, facing social justice reality issues. But during the summer, they become enemies because one friend decides to protest for her race, one black and one white. So once a tragic accident happens, one of the friends must come forward to tell the truth by leaning on their friend that she had betrayed. The main characters is Sasha and Leah. Sasha is a smart one who works hard to get good grades. They both have a job for the school because they're best friends, they're popular, and they have the expensive cars, expensive clothing and things like that. But on the other hand, Leah doesn't care. What she says goes, and if it doesn't go her way, then you have to expect to pay because she is that type of person that wants to pay you back. When one friend is interested in actually protesting for the Black Lives Matter, the other gets jealous of the other friend and her new friend and goes against her. So it's just mainly all about revenge. But once a tragic accident happens and threats, and actually for the character to have to leave the city, for one friend to realize that she made a huge mistake and that she has to go back and rely on the friend that she betrayed. So a threat which will make all the high school friends come together and protect that one friend.
Okay. So what inspired you to write this particular story?
This particular story, what inspired me to write Our Friendship Matters was when African Americans started the Black Lives Movement. And then, right after, I would search the internet, watch the news. But then, you had White Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. And I think it was kind of like taking the focus of what we were trying to, say about police brutality. We wasn't just focused on, Black lives, but we just was, we noticed that it was happening to the, Black community the majority of the time. So I just thought that, it wasn't fair for all those other, organizations to form to take the real issue off of what was going on, in America today. I don't think it was fair. I don't think it was right. That's just my opinion. But the reason Black Lives Matter started was to stop police brutality against African Americans, which has been happening not just and that's why I did it for young adults too, because it's not just a now thing that has been going on. It's been going on since Martin Luther King days, because that's his main thing, what he was trying to express and fight for equality. But yes, all colors are brutalized by police, but in reality, we just have to come to the realization that it is really happening to the African American, community more. And another reason I wrote the book is for African American parents. Sometimes I know because certain situations we feel that because we are African Americans, we have to protect our children and we have to shelter them from the truth. But I don't think that isn't a good thing all the time, because I think that, our children, like I have a young 6-year-old, so I wanted him to be aware of certain things that could happen, because I'm not saying it won't happen to anyone, but it could happen. But I want to educate him and to expect certain things that, might be thrown his way when he has to face the reality and when it's time for him to leave the nest. The world is becoming more diverse, and our children are the future that can make change. So that's why I wanted to reach out to young adults in this book. So basically, just two best friends struggle with their friendship because they have been sheltered by money and do not appreciate the role race could play in their lives. Because when we at a certain point, like we don't watch, as young adults, we don't watch the news and things like that. And that happened to me too. I wasn't aware of those things because, my parents was just fortunate enough to have things for us. So, and I'm not saying they were rich or anything, but we were just fortunate to have, clothes on our back, the bills paid and things like that. So we didn't bother to look at the news and see what was going on. So I think that sometimes if we as African Americans, we educate our kids to a certain point when it's time for them to leave the nest, or even if they leave a basketball game or a baseball game at night, after high school, let them know, if about police and things that go in the world, so they'll know how to act to certain situations and things like that. We need to think that we can make this things better. I mean, it starts with the youth, who are the future, and then we can reach out to them, we can help them, and they can help us, make this world a better place.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what is the message you want your readers to walk away with after reading Our Friendship Matters?
I want the message to be that we all come from different backgrounds and to accept people for who they are. We can't change how people think of each other, but we can change the world to make it a better place, even though we might not be able to reach the entire world.
Okay, that's a very
accepting friendship. Yeah. Accepting friendship and forgiveness.
Absolutely, absolutely. So in your writing career, who can you name 3 people that have inspired you?
My mom and my grandma, because of them, I wouldn't be able to write my stories. My grandma, she passed away last year, 94 years old. She was able to, inform me of certain things that, happened back, in like segregation area and things like that. I was fortunate to have her for 94 years. Well, I didn't have her for 94 years, but I was fortunate that she lived to 94 and tell me those stories. And with her stories, I was able to write my children's books. And, with my mom, she passed 2 years ago, but, she reached out to me. She was like, keep writing, just keep going. Just unfortunate she's not here today, but I know she's just down here watching me. But those are the ones that really inspire me. There's no particular author because I admire several who's out today writing, and the ones who have passed away, like Toni Morris and Maya Angelou and so forth, who paved the road for us to express ourselves as African American writers, and we do have some who's out today who is still paving the way, paving the road for us to express ourselves.
Okay, absolutely. So those are some wonderful inspirations. Bonus question: what advice can you give aspiring writers who want to do what you do?
The advice that I would say is to keep writing, keep pushing. I know some, like I said earlier when we was talking, I know some people who, look for these big traditional publishing companies, but it's, sometimes you might not feel comfortable with the, big traditional publishing companies. The small publishing companies can, get you out there as much as the big ones or whatever. And sometimes, as me being with a small publishing company, we feel as a family, so I'm able to, express myself, reach out to them and, just say how I feel in my books and stuff. So just keep writing, and don't stop. Don't stop because you get bad reviews. Keep carrying the letters and things like that, because at the end of the day, the reviews is what help you at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Being a writer, how would you describe your writing style?
My writing style, basically, I love to just talk about social justice issues. That's just me. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I did kind of branch off with my publishing company and went
Mhm.
and wrote like a romance romance little series, a little short story. Well, we'll see how that come out at the end of the day. But I just wanted to do something different. But basically, my style is just keep talking about social justice issues and reaching out to the young adult.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. How can our audience and our listeners connect with you and learn more about you? Um, you share that information.
Do have a website. You can visit my website at www.kimberleybjones.com, and my name is spelled Kimberley bjones.com. I'm also on Twitter at Kimberly B. Jones, Instagram at author Kimberly B. Jones, and Facebook as well at author Kimberly B. Jones.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, Kimberly, we appreciate you. And can you share the release date of Our Friendship Matters one more time with our audience?
Yes.
Yes. What's the release date for Our Friendship Matters?
Our Friendship Matters will be coming out February 2020, so look for it
Okay.
in a couple of weeks. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kimberly, for coming on Sister's Place today to share, to tell us about Our Friendship Matters. We look forward to your book, and I know plenty of young people who would really love and enjoy reading your book. I'm glad you're writing stories not just for the children, but also for our youth, because it's going to help encourage them and give them a piece of their heritage, learning what they should do in situations, especially for Our Friendship Matters, how you incorporate the Black Lives Matters movement. That was a wonderful idea, and I wish you nothing but success. And thank you so much for coming on to Sister's Place today.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for having me.
Oh, you are so welcome. Well, everyone, that is our show today. Please know that you can listen to Sisters Place on YouTube, on Spotify, and we will be on iHeartRadio in 1 week, as well as you can tune in on iTunes. And if you would like to get featured on our podcast, please send an email to Latrice at business. You have a book, or events, or films, or a television show, reach out to us and we can promote you on our podcast as well. And also, one more thing, our magazine, our print magazine, Kimberley, is in our holiday issue from November, December. You can go on to MagCloud and you can purchase that issue and read her story there as well, and follow her on social media and visit her website. And make sure you pick up her book. It will be available on Amazon. Again, thank you all, and have a great day. That is our show today.